We are Venom.
Oh, mine is Fox, man. So they can have Fox, and I don't know. Like again, like I did my first impressions review, like when it came out Thursday, which I'm hoping this movie does well. Which it turns out that like at least from looking at it today, move my mic that way, that actually Venom actually is doing pretty well worldwide. Where it took about 100 million to make, I believe, and it already is at 200 million of money back. So they made their money back as well as they doubled their money, double its worth, and that's only like the first 3 days. Because today's Saturday, I think. Today's Saturday, right? I think it is. So yeah, they already made their money back. So like some of them are like, well, they already made their money back, so is there gonna be a sequel? Which I'm really hoping that's the case. But basically like I want to take this video to one, hello everyone who's like just subscribed from like my Sword Art Online videos. So, hi. Thank you for subscribing. And hopefully you enjoy my content. But another note of that, but basically Venom. Like, I wanted to, like, because I've been thinking about it a little bit more, like, throughout the day, and that's why I wanted to make this review of it. This final review, I guess. But, the movie, and I'm going to agree with a couple of other critics I've seen, not the ones that are like, oh, 33%. Or the ones saying, oh, this is one of the movies that came out, this is like one of those movies that came out before the MCU. And it's just like, no, it really isn't. It's not, because usually the ones right before the MCU are like crap all the way through. This movie is really, really good from beginning to about near the ending. Because the ending, the worst, and I've seen this through a couple of reviews I've seen, and like this is usually the part that everyone agrees is the bad part, while everything else is good. And that is the ending act, where it immediately kind of just cuts to, oh, bad guy and Riot are going to take over, are going to launch into space and go get this guy, whatever. And Venom's got to come, Venom starts doing it. The symbiote just immediately is like, I'm going to do this for you, Eddie. And it's just kind of like immediately like, oh, like, I'm doing this for you, Eddie. Even though, like, I kind of would have liked the idea if, like, literally the whole reason, like, the symbiote wants to do it is literally what he says is just, well, I'm kind of a loser on my planet, and I'm kind of stronger here. Kind of loser on my planet. I'm kind of liking this Earth now. Like, really the the Venom movie, if anything, it's literally just to have, like, maybe, like, that line where he's like, we don't eat good people, we eat evil people. Had that a little bit earlier in the story, as well as had that little part a little bit earlier in the story, as well as had the bits with Eddie, and then like maybe have it to where Riot already possessed this guy like a while back. And, like, slowly is, like, corrupting him a little bit more. I think would have worked a lot better than just immediately, just like, oh, immediately attach, immediately that. Or, like, how Riot is able to ride in certain people for a lot longer than... ride in people a lot longer than, like, most of the other symbiotes are able to. So, like, I don't know. But basically, so far that I've seen, like, that is the biggest issue. Just, like, the third act is the biggest issue, as well as just, like, the little bit of, like, suddenly Venom wants to save the world. But then again, like, some people, like, say, like, I won't do it for you, Eddie. Some people take that as that the symbiote really, really loves Eddie Brock, which I was like, I really didn't take it as that part. But then again, I literally just got this today, which is Venom, The Land Before Crime, and literally in this comic, Eddie Brock constantly calls Venom my love, as well as literally saying the symbiote even bring up that they got united in a church like it's a marriage. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? That wouldn't surprise me on some bits. Which I want to finish reading that because Agent Venom pops up a couple times. I'm like, really? I didn't know he was gonna pop up in this. But I want to see what's gonna happen with that. But so far I've seen like the third act is the weakest part, and again like it not being rated R, which again is kind of bad. Which I'm like that's the part I'm kind of split on. But other than that, the movie is really good. Brooklyn, get out of there before you like knock down the camera, please. I love you, Brooke. But that is the biggest part of that's the little bit of problem, and that's easily fixable. And hopefully, because Venom Venom got the biggest October box office opening ever, or like to date. So, fudge, yes. Like that means he's beating out every horror film that's ever came out in October. So, I'm hoping Sony's gonna be like, okay, you know what? not choke on their own spit. Hopefully Sony will be like, you know what? This is doing kind of good. We're gonna take feedback from little bits. That way, when in Venom 2, when we introduce Carnage, and we have that, we're gonna add a little bit more of Venom and the symbiote, as well as with Carnage and stuff like that, so we can kind of see more of it. And hopefully, this Venomverse, because people are saying, oh, it's the Spider-Verse. Screw that. Venom is the starter of this. We can call the Arrowverse. We're going to call this the Venomverse. And hopefully the Venomverse will continue and will be a good series. I really hope it will be. Because this movie is solid up until the end. Up until like the third act where it kind of feels a bit rushed. But other than that, it's solid. Tom Hardy is a really good actor. And I want to see him lead his own universe. I want to see him be I want to see Venom be the flagship for this Venomverse. And I want to see all this happen. I really, really do. Hopefully, because since Sony already made their money back, hopefully they'll be able to continue this, and we'll be able to get way more, hopefully better films and with better endings. But hopefully we'll still have awesome Tom Hardy, because Tom Hardy is good in almost anything he's in. And hopefully we'll see more. But yeah, just a quick video I wanted to do. Just thanks for watching. Make sure videos that I've done. Links are on my Facebook. They're on there somewhere. Tell me what you guys think, and
We will see you later. Eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks.